Welcome to the final episode. This is the official final episode somewhere at Kame's house.
Yeah.
The Big Eye Boys. We will be back. Me and him. Well, me and obviously the man y'all hear now, AD. We will be back.
Yeah.
But final episode, Big Eyes.
A good
AD,
little
how was
return
your?
to form.
I know, right? It was actually fun. I caught up on a lot of things.
I'm not gonna hold you. I wish I could say the same. What you caught up on?
Well,
What,
obviously
what-
the big thing that we're talking about today.
yeah.
Kagurabachi, which hands down really good. Like really fucking good. What else have I been reading? Obviously caught up on Chainsaw Man. I've been trying to keep up with that. Once again another completely off the wall a completely another off the wall chapter from our man's
Mhm.
Spy Family, which really is just like I feel that I hadn't read it for so long and I thought there was gonna be more chapters than what it really was. What else? Kill Blue, which actually ended.
Yeah.
Pretty solid ending there. I've been reading the new baseball one, the Harukaze Mound, and yeah, Blue Box. I've been getting caught back up on that. So just some more of the mainstays.
Okay. Okay. I
Um, but
I
yeah,
feel like this is a interesting time. You know, we're seeing a lot of things come and go. Like even with Kill Blue ending, I think that was like 115 chapters, and we were just talking about it not too long ago about how long series and Jump should stay before they at least they get an anime announcement. And even with this final chapter, they announced the anime, so it's like I think this is a decent foreseeable future for a lot of Jump series if they make it to this long and if they try to keep this output and try to
how many episodes though do you think? I mean, that is not a long manga, so it's like, what is that, a 2 season, maybe 3
yeah.
type of anime there?
Yeah, because look at how we got you know, what, Kaiju number 8, 129 chapters, and we're already into the second season, and that story is not that long. Granted, I haven't read Kill Blue in a long time, so I can't really speak on like where the story goes, but in general, I think that is a decent length for at least no more than 3 seasons. So that the output and turnaround for a different series can come around really fast. Because when you think about it, like we want a lot of series to last a long time, but then when you get into like the 200s or whatever, if it's a really powerful series, the Demon Slayers, the My Heroes and everything like that, we have to also think about like the animation studio and what other works that they're trying to get into. Like the fact that we got Mappa getting into One Punch Man, Chainsaw Man movie just wrapped up. They got Hell's Paradise and JJK next year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a quick turnaround. They're not seeing their families for a while, but it seems
Oh
like
yeah, no, for sure. They're
it
definitely
seems like
locked
they
in the
got a good
studio.
little break. Because when was the last time you seen a Mappa produced show? Like I can't think of like anything that came out this year. I'm sure there is something, but Mappa has had a little break for a minute from like the heavy hitters.
Uh, Looking now. I'm sure they had some stuff that isn't like popular. are as popular that came
Mhm.
out. But yeah, it has been a minute
Oh,
because
Lazarus, that's probably the one thing.
they didn't do Lazarus though, did they?
I just put it's like the first thing on the list. It's like Lazarus is
I
Mappa.
mean, Lazarus was amazing. Yeah, it was produced by Mappa and Solo Entertainment, directed by the GOAT. Uh, yeah, sheesh. I know they got I know they're working on Epo too for next year, I believe.
A word? Hold up. That might be kind of nice. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would have thought that would have went to like what is it, Production IG because they do all the sports shows. Like they did Haikyuu, they did Kuroko's basketball.
So they co-produced the third season,
Of what?
Epo.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so the third season, Epo Rising, it was a joint production between Mappa and Madhouse.
Okay.
And I know that didn't they just announce like the fourth?
I'm pretty sure I did see that.
Oh, there's just speculation. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Um, but no, I mean, Mappa's been pushing out a lot. I mean, they had that run where they were pushing out so much stuff in like a
Yeah.
year and a half span.
Yeah. So
Um,
it's good to see that it wasn't so much on their plate that they could
oh, they
just take
did
a breather.
Ranma last year.
Okay. I think Rama coming back in the fall. I think there's a
Yep,
season
October
2.
3rd.
Yep. Okay.
Um, trying to see what else did they do within the last, I guess, a year.
Yeah. Because if they did that last year, excuse me, it just feels like they haven't been doing so much.
When
You know
was
what I'm saying?
Vinland Saga season 2? That was last year too, right?
Yeah.
So they did that. Um, yeah, I mean they got some stuff. They've been doing stuff, but I don't. But I agree in terms of their output kind of goes through these like ebbs and flows of where they're like, okay, here's everything you guys ever wanted at once,
Hmm.
and it's like everything back to back to back, and then they'll slow down, and then there'll be a couple shows that are still really good. Um,
But they're
they
just not
stay,
as intensive. Like,
yeah, the intense wise. Like I know JJK season 3, I know that Hell's Paradise season 2 visually are going to be absolutely insane.
hmm
Um, I mean that's another big news that we got this week. JJK season 3 officially announced for January. January is a pretty stacked month. We got Hell's Paradise coming out in January. We got JJK season 3 coming out in January, and we have Frieren season 2 coming out in January also, top of the year. Um okay, I guess we'll throw it in there. I don't want to be an asshole, but Fire Force Part 2 of season 3 is also coming. And
that's a nasty sentence, bro.
I know it is, but people like people as much as we may not be the biggest fans, people like Fire Force.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not bad. Let me just it's not bad. We don't I say I just don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Which
it's
is
not bad.
understandable too.
Yeah. Like, cause that was that one run in like when season 1 first came out and it was like the hottest thing on the block. And then nothing. Like there's just no hype for it for real, other than the diehard fans. It just sort of went away, you know?
Yeah. Um so yeah, I mean a very stagnant. I mean JJK season 3, probably one of the most anticipated seasons of anime in a really long time.
Mhm.
Season 2, that was what? 2023.
Yeah, yeah. It was like
So
July. It was like a separation too.
October 18th, 2023 to May 22nd, 2024.
Yeah.
So that's the last time. Oh, that's when it released on. Wait,
No, because I remember us watching it in July. I think the in
no,
inventory.
that was. Oh wow, I lied. That was the Blu-ray and DVD when it was released. July 6th, 2023 to December 28th, 2023.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's been a minute. It's, uh, yeah, it's been a while. About what? That's a 2-year layoff since season 2. So season
Yeah.
3 is finally coming, finally announced. They released the trailer, released the teaser, and everything looks amazing. Culling
Mhm.
Games is coming. This will be um I believe the first part is definitely going to be really well received.
Yeah.
I think the
Absolutely.
deeper we get into Culling Games, I am going to be interested in what how the fans react.
Yeah. I'll say like the first 12 episodes of season 3, the entire like first core, people are gonna pop just because of what happens. Like everything from the fallout of Shibuya all the way up to the Culling Games. All of that is gonna be amazing. Like people are gonna pop. People are expecting Maki. They've shown the teaser for that. The Yuta versus Yuji clash. Everything that comes up with that. They didn't show the boy. They didn't show Hikari. I think people are gonna be in for a good surprise with him in that arc. Um, but I think just this first part of season 3, people are gonna be excited for it, and should rightfully so. It's gonna be amazing to see all of this in motion.
My favorite tweet is someone saying that they can't wait to see Higuruma in the bathtub. That's, that's one of my favorite things I saw. But no, a lot. I think, like you said, I think the first half up until I think about after Higuruma is going to be really interesting to see how people react.
Yeah.
Um, but no, super exciting. I think even Hell's Paradise season 2, that's really exciting. I haven't finished the manga, so I really don't know what happens after. But if there's any indication or anything close to how season 1 was, I'm all in. Um,
I must say it's kinda we'll talk I don't know if we'll talk about it for real, but there's a part in Kagurabachi that is purely reminding me of Hell's Paradise. Um, but we'll talk about it when we get there. It's just that's the second half of that. Um,
y- yeah. No, but 2026 starting off strong. I mean, this is technically gonna be winter anime, right? Fall
yeah, yeah,
winter.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
winter.
yeah, fall winter is looking very strong. Demon Slayer movies coming out. What else is coming out in October?
Chainsaw Man movie.
Chainsaw Man movie.
Let's see. Because I was gonna ask you, now that we're actually like at the end of summer at Kame's house, what are you trying to catch up to? Like what's
Oddly enough, have actually still been watching other animes. Um, Still caught up on Sakamoto Days, which is great. Now I did stop watching Gachi Okuta, so I need to get caught up on that. I tried to get into Togen Anki. I don't I don't know if I'm feeling it or not. I think I need to watch some more. Um Lazarus is one of my animes of the year. I loved it so much. Now, once again, I have my bias goggles on. So, but overall, it was a really good series. Trying to think. Let's do this. Let's do when because it's everything running right now. Let's
Yeah.
do
I have to
this. Let's
watch
see what else is coming up.
Lazarus. I have to go. I finished Windbreaker season 2. It's not it's not bad. I see.
I always fall asleep. So at this point, I've given up.
No,
Um,
I did that too. But like I finished it. What the ending wasn't bad. Witch Watch, I have to.
I
catch
need to
back up
watch.
on.
Oh, I do need to watch Togepi's Original Sin. I
Oh
have
man,
not watched it yet.
that's I finished that. I put one of my friends on that. I'm like, you know, just be prepared for the hotline. Uh,
Be prepared for the hotline. What a way to sell a show.
the
Hey,
show
just
sold
be
itself.
hey guys, just be prepared for the hotline when watching this. That's certainly something, ain't it?
Hey man,
Uh
that's all I gotta say. Vigilantes. I want to see. I gotta finish the end of that. Let's see. Oh, the
mm,
Gundam series, the new Gundam series.
oh,
That
G
was something.
Crux.
Yeah, that was something
Yeah,
on the list.
that one's really good. It's Gundam What If, but uh oh shoot. Speaking of Gundam What If, trying to think what else.
Yaiba.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I'm trying to think of getting caught up on. Uh, yeah, I don't have too much. Mills keeps trying to get me to get caught up on Doctor Stone.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in that.
I know you will. I'm giving up. Oh, One Punch Man season 3 it comes in October. I've been trying to rewatch final season of My Hero Academia, Spy Family season 3. Got some good stuff coming in October.
Yeah. Oh, To Your Eternity season 3 is sounds pretty solid. Uh, Sanda. I've heard that this is gonna be a good
Oh,
one.
the Santa Claus one.
Yeah, from the animators of Dandadan.
Oh, Dandadan's another one I need to get caught up on.
Oh
I
man,
haven't watched
listen,
any of season 2 yet.
pure gas.
Hey, that's what I've been hearing.
Digimon.
No. Oh, we're moving on.
Hey man, Digimon is trying to make a resurgence. They've been putting out games. They got this coming.
Uh yeah, nah, not for me, dog.
I feel it. I
I'm
feel
good.
it.
Nah, yeah, I'm good. I had enough Digimon for one person. Okay. Have you ever watched Kingdom?
I started it. It's not good. The animation is not good. It's that 3D CG.
All of it is?
Yeah.
No, damn.
It's
Well,
like
they
Berserk 2016.
oh yuck.
Yeah.
Well, season 6 of that is coming.
People love Kingdom.
Uh, well, we're going. I mean, I think there's some strong stuff though. I mean, obviously some things I want to
Yeah.
get caught up on for post summer at Kame House watching. Some things I want to. I'm excited to start. Definitely want to get caught up on. I'm gonna probably rewatch the last season of My Hero. I gotta finish up Vigilantes too. I was liking Vigilantes a lot.
Yeah.
Um, the fact that I can't find Wano anywhere.
Oh, we're in Egghead now.
I know, but I just want to rewatch Wano.
It should be on
Get on the roll.
yeah. And they got
Uh,
the dub out. They actually put out all the dubs all the way through Egghead now. Like
oh,
they're
did
fully
they?
caught
All right,
up.
I'm gonna watch. See, I only read Wano. I didn't watch it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm at the end of Wano in the anime. Like I'm at like 1080 and it pure gas. You've seen the clips. It is
Yeah, I
good.
mean, I've seen the clips. I've seen it all. I've read it. I know what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, no, so once again, another strong like season of anime coming up. I think on top of the year, 2026 is shaping up to be a really strong year. Um, Speaking of animes that are coming soon, it kind of ties into what we're talking about today, which we haven't seen this level of hype, this level of impact, this level of um this prospect. This is like LeBron James coming out of St. Vincent St. Mary
yeah.
and completely living up to the hype. We're talking about Kagurabachi. Uh, when this manga was announced, it legit took over the internet for a good month. The Kagurabachi memes were so funny. But also too, like, for something that is, or that was just announced, like, we knew it was coming. The first chapter didn't drop yet, and it was already like everyone's like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing to ever touch the earth." Like, people were already making, the fake without a chapter, released, the anime has been greenlit. Um,
Mhm.
we had all the Chihiro memes and everything like that. And then obviously the first chapter drops and it just takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Um before so when this was announced, we obviously are going through this. People knew my feelings off rip. I'm just like, listen, we have kind of seen something like this before. I don't think on this level, but we've seen this before where everyone's like, yo, this is the next one. We've even done it before. We're like, yo, this gotta be the next one. This is so good. And we seen it fizzle out. So when this was first announced, were you, or do you remember your initial feelings or reactions to, okay, what is this going to be? And obviously you being the king of the one chapter rule, uh how are you receptive to that first chapter when it dropped?
I mean, I think we talked about it when it first came out, in that my feelings back then were pretty much similar to yours, and people hyping it up before even reading it, even getting something as much as a concept for real on a page. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bro, y'all gassing this now. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like that because we've heard it all before. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing could ever surprise me. I got to see the first chapter. And when the first chapter came out, and we get the backstory of Chihiro and his father, him working as a swordsmith, and the assassination attempt and everything, I think I was really invested in where it was gonna go. It gave us character motivation, it set up the plot, it set up everything that it needed to do. It gave him a cool design, everything that we needed from a first chapter to pull in a reader. It was all there. So like I'm glad that the first chapter was just that solid. The paneling, the pages, all the art, everything about it was it hit. So like I wasn't mad. I was very happy that it did what it needed to do. And it surprised it. I don't think it surprised people because of how gassed it was. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the memes that came out about the scar and waking up and feeling fresh hatred. You know, people push that to the max, bro. I'm telling you, like it was a crazy time to see how much this was getting gassed for that. Um,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I think it lived up to expectations. So
Oh, I think it's done exceeded them.
yeah,
Um, so if you've been living under a rock, Kagurabachi was a manga that was released in 2023.
2023.
Damn, it's already,
Yeah.
yeah, September 19th, 2023. Still running now, 8 volumes. It follows a young man named Chihiro, uh, Rokuhira, who dad was a master swordsmith. He made these 6 legendary swords that were used. They're called the Enchanted Blades. And he watched his father get assassinated, and he saw the blades get stolen. And now, 3 years later, he is on the hunt for the men have um that have assassinated his dad, and it takes him through this journey. You meet a lot of characters. You meet the original 6 sword wielders. You figure out the entities that are behind his dad's killing. Called There's a group called the Hishaku. Um so yeah, it's a story about revenge. Um which we've seen it before, but this is not just cool um paneling and cool characters. This is really good writing.
Yeah.
I think this is just telling a really good story. I love a manga or a story that gives you something to hunt in a way. It's kind of like Dragon Ball. Like I like the
Mhm.
fact in Dragon Ball Z where you're like, okay, you have to find these Dragon Balls because it allows you to kind of let each hunt have its own story and have its own thing to it. And so when he's searching out for these blades, you meet the wielders, you meet other people who are after, you're meeting all these other factions, and each one kind of have their own motive. You're figuring out even the blade wielders have their own motives and own things. You see they have a great way of blending in the past with the present when telling the story. There's a lot of amazing things that they're doing in this on the writing point. And I think that I had to emphasize that because time and time again we have seen really, really cool looking manga have such flat stories where it's like, okay, there's only so much good paneling, good art, and good one-liners can take you until you're kind of like, actually, what the hell am I reading?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the best thing about it, where we get to expand upon, what drives Chihiro more than anything, and how these people around him viewed his father, viewed the sword wielders, and they start, exposing the backstory about the war that happened, where Chihiro's father needed to forge these weapons. It was all for a just cause, but one of the wielders kind of went berserk, and we kind of see this tale of, like, hidden the hidden society kind of like getting brought up into the forefront, involving like the regular people. We kind of see Chihiro grow as not only a person, but a swordsman. This uses the sorcery type of style like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's used in a decent way, and through the sorcery they kind of tell this hidden storytelling theme of like parenthood and fatherhood, where we get to see like Chihiro's what Chihiro's dad means to all the people around him, not just to him. Even with the first major conflict with Sojo, who kind of viewed his father as a master craftsman, and what the works that he did meant, and how they existed to kill people, and those clashing ideals. And then as it goes on, you see like the clashing ideals with Hakuri and his father, and how he treated his sons compared to him, going forward with what's his name, Samura, and how he wanted to protect his daughter, to make her forget the entire situation with him as one of the sword wielders. I think this entire storytelling process, and how they use these swords, how they use Chihiro's dad, how they use all of these things to kind of weave the ongoing narrative, to show like everything that the Kamunabi, which is like government forces, how they use them to essentially cover up the entire war and what really went down, and just using that narrative piece to really expose the truth, but also drive all of these people to their own ideals and beliefs, to make them get stronger, how they use them all. It's just a really good story piece, man. Like everything that they use is really well done. How do you feel about the different characters that we have so far? Because it's like 90 something chapters right now, and we're getting to the 2-year anniversary. Who do you think stood out to you the most besides Chihiro, as far as like characters?
Oh, I am full blown on Samura. That is my favorite character.
Yeah.
Hands down. Hands down, favorite character in the whole thing. Like his like his whole like from his introduction, right? So as they're going, so they're attempting to get these six swords, and they need to find the blade bearers of these six swords. Samuro is one of them. He's the bearer of the Toby Moon sword. And one cool thing about all these swords is that they each kind of have a some type of entity to them. So his is with a crow or an owl crow.
No, it's
Um
an owl.
Owl, it's an
Yeah,
owl.
yeah.
Okay, so his is with an owl. Uh uh Chihiro's is with a goldfish or koi fish. Um we see a couple others. We saw the which is the
We saw like drunk, like
oh, the cloud gorger. That
yeah,
one has the elements of like it has lightning, rain, and
ice.
ice. So, you know, very cloud weather one. And then the Kumihuri sword. Which one was that?
That one was the consorts that gave you different effects, like you get drunk, or you feel very intoxicated, or you have to you become a puppeteer. Those are the only
Oh yeah,
things that we saw
yeah.
saw that one. And then there was the other one that
The
the
Magasumi that has the nature elements
yeah.
with like
He
bugs and flowers and things like that.
Yeah, the big bad one, the one that they have to seal away because it turned the sword wielder berserk, you know. Um
Um So right now we've met or we know the names of five of the six.
mhm.
We
And,
haven't seen the last two.
and two of them have already died.
Two of them have died. Um, and one of the swords has been destroyed. You know, in this
Mhm.
one in the latest chapters, it talks about Chihiro figuring out that so he has the seventh sword. And what makes his sword different is that he forged it with his dad. Um, and his sword actually has the ability to destroy the other swords. So he's learning that instead of capturing these swords, that he has the ability to destroy them. Um, but no, going back to Samura, who is my favorite character for the simple fact that when we meet him, obviously he's blind. And I made a tweet about this about one of my favorite tropes is the overly religious guy, um, who
Mhm.
still has like vices. So you know, someone is blind. He talks about he made himself blind so he doesn't fall, doesn't succumb to, worldly desires. He's staying at a Buddhist temple because they keep all the blade bearers locked up. So each blade is connected to whoever wields it until the wielder dies. So the blade won't listen to anybody else or will not be able to be used at its full potential unless it's used by the person who is wielding the sword. And until they die, no one else can really wield it. Which is a very cool, I think, element they add to it.
Mhm.
So it's not like everyone's just kind of passing out on the sword, but it also gives um more weight to whoever is wielding the sword. And
Yeah.
gives more weight to these like to the sword wielders and the from the Sentai War. So we meet Samura. He's getting held up. He, they meet him. The Shogi is trying to attack them, and to kill him so they can get his sword. We see him in battle. You're like, oh, this guy's amazing. This guy's cool. He's doing all this stuff. And next thing you know, he turns on his allies, and he turns. And I'll put this in quotation marks because he turns on them and he's like, listen, I know y'all think I want to come save these swords, but no, like I'm against all evil. And what we did in that war, what happened in that war, we're also a part of this evil. So we all have to die too. Um, and then so these swords can go away. and then I'm gonna kill everybody that's been hunting for the swords, kill all the evil faction people, kill all the people that are inside the Kamunabi who have been essentially double agents. He's I'm gonna kill everybody that wants these, including us. It takes everyone from shock, and then we kind of figure out that he had gained this ability to imbued his spirit into his sword, and where he kills you, he can imbue you with the spirit of the phoenix that revives you, so you die but you're revived right after, so you're released from the burden of being one of the bearers.
Mhm.
um and just seeing his struggle, seeing his growth throughout the chapters, I mean, especially in these last couple of these most recent ones, I'm just like, yeah, this guy's the best. I was like, this is my goat right here. How about who is your chosen goat yet right now?
Um, I'm with you on Samura, but also Azami. The first Fi character that we actually get to see him just teleporting people and just going crazy. I think he's the
Or
one of
Sheba?
yeah. Oh
Okay.
no, Shiba. I said Azami, but like both of them actually
No,
because
Tommy be getting busy.
yeah, no, the underground fight, with him actually turning up and he's just like brutalizing everybody in there, crazy. But Sheba, yeah, no, he's cool. Like the teleportation, him actually being the caretaker for Chihiro, after his father passing and everything, and trying to like be the sort of uncle slash big brother to him. Um, I just really enjoyed his character, and now he's just always trying to lend a good ear to Chihiro to make sure that he stays on the right path. I dug his character a lot for everything that he's been doing so far. I might be a little hurt if something happens to that guy, man, because like he's been handling business. Whatever Chihiro can't handle, he makes sure to clean up the mess. Like no matter what, like it's like good cop bad cop type with them.
Absolutely. I think he adds a good, um in terms of personality, he's kind of a good like alternate side to Chihiro. So
Yeah.
talk about our main character. Honestly, the one that's running the show. Um Chihiro obviously has that cool, calm, collected. I got a cool sword. I got a cool scar. I got a cool outfit. I'm strong. He has this, all I think all the pretty typical traits of a cool main character.
Yeah, very
However,
cool and level headed too.
yeah, very level headed. I think that's one thing that I give him a lot of praise for in this story, because it could have easily went so many routes for him. Um, I like the fact that it didn't make him so kind of like a dunce,
Hmm.
where it's like he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's very calculated, he's very smart. You kind of continue to see him grow throughout it and really mature. I think he's really a more, I mean, even when we first meet him, he's more of a mature main character. I think Sheba is the one that kind of adds a little bit more playfulness to him.
Hmm.
Um, but no, like Chihiro, you meet him, he's caring, he's kind. Like you see how he treats Char, you see how he treats everybody around him, and I think that how they are building this character, they're making him so well rounded that he's being able to put in a lot of different situations. I mean, even when we go to, I mean, the first major arc, um with the uh
The auction?
the auction, shout out to them for just like jumping into York New City immediately.
No, for real.
Like, there's like, you know what? Like, you could tell that this is very JJK. This is very
It feels
Hunter Hunter.
Naruto.
It is very Hunter Hunter inspired, JJK inspired. You can even tell from the character designs. Like
Yeah.
90% of these people could have been a Jujutsu Kaisen character.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a crossover arc with them.
Man, what? Um, and even in you know what? And I gotta give him praise too. He was able to do this sorcery thing with less explanation and less confusion than This thing is such it's much easier to follow the power system on this one.
Ye yes, absolutely, fucking lutely, bro. Like, we understand that you just imbue it into whatever you need to. People have a certain type that they're born with, some are inherited, some people just discover it naturally. It don't take no more than that. It does not take any more than that at
And
all.
even I mean, because I mean one of the biggest things was Hakuri's storyline when they're going through the Sanazami family with the auction and how he was outcasted because he didn't know he wasn't a powerful sorcerer. And they just explained to him, just like, no, you have sorcerer powers, you're just physically not able to do it yet. Like,
And
it actually takes physical strength to be a sorcerer.
But here's
And
the other thing about that. First, I enjoy the fact that like we get his introduction because he was saved during the battle with Chihiro versus Sojo, and he witnessed the entire thing. So that made him want to change his outlook on life and want to actually try to help and save people. And so we get that introduction and start the whole auction arc. Um, but alongside that, it's the other thing where he has been doing this sorcery thing for such a long time that or has been trying that he doesn't know that it's innately within him because he's been trying to do two types of sorcery at once without realizing it. And as a part of his family, that's something that only their founder has been able to do, only been able to wield two types of sorcery: the storehouse that they can store infinite stuff in a subspace, and then this ESO shockwave power. All of his brothers can use the shockwave. His father can't only use the storehouse, but he's able to tap into both.
yeah, I mean, and once again, they do it in a way they write it in a way and explain it in a way that is so simple. He's like, listen, you got energy in your body. Once you learn how to let that energy flow through your body, you're able to um pretty much shoot it out of your body.
Mhm,
And everyone has their own thing. And then once you figure out what your thing is, then you learn how to kind of manipulate it in ways that help you. It's
mhm.
like, oh, that's simple. It's not 40 domain expansions.
Oh, man. Oh,
But then you could have a simple domain inside of another domain, inside of a triple domain, but then also too, like, yeah, nah.
the most complicated, I'm using air quotes, thing that they've said that's not really complicated is the fact that if you become a sword bearer, you lose an ability of yours. You sacrifice one ability for becoming a sword bearer, and the swords have three abilities of themselves. But that's still straightforward, bro. That's more straightforward than anything else. And the fact that you're able to kind of use these different abilities to combine them or like expand your understanding to use them, like how in the Sojo fight, he's able to use lightning to maneuver through water and then also use the ability to freeze it quickly into ice. Chihiro using the fish around him to use multiple slashes at other than the long range attacks. Um, Even down to the Samura fight where he's able to expand the Suzaku ability that revives people. He's able to reverse time essentially and rebuild an entire building that got destroyed, dog. Like,
Yeah. Um yeah, you know what? Shout out to them for keeping it simple.
yeah,
That's that's all I gotta say. And I love the fact that like swords play such a big role in this. Um
yeah.
and the fact that they didn't hit a demon slayer and they're just like, oh, the theatrics that you see with the swords is just made up. It's like, no, they actually have powers. They figure out how to use them. We just got introduced to Kiri, who came through smoking shit with the extra large sword and how she was
Mhm.
able to use it. Um, yeah, I think that. They're just giving us cool character after cool character. They're just giving us great storyline after great storyline. Kagurabachi, like I said in the beginning, is truly lived up to his name. As one of the best mangas out right now. Obviously, has been a complete and utter cornerstone of Shōnen Jump. It is light years ahead of, I feel, any other contemporary it has right now. Like Kill Blue was good. Some of the newer stuff is good, but nothing's on the level of Kagurabachi currently.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. The next one that I could even think about is Ichi the Witch, but I don't even think it's at that level yet to where Kagurabachi is right now. Like,
I mean, like I said, it came in with so much hype, and I know people were like, "Oh, you're hating on, you're hating." I'm like, I'm not hating on it. I'm just like, but y'all's giving this a lot, and I'm like, i- if it doesn't perform, oh, like, what am I? Like,
what
if
are
it's
we? What are we gonna do, bro? Like,
what are we doing?
I'm
You know
not
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying? Like,
surprised. Like, I don't. It's not that we want to see something like, you know suck. We don't want to see something get axed. Like, we've been preaching on the entire network the entire time to let stuff breathe and live for as long as possible. But Shonen Jump like cutting stuff, bro. Like,
man, listen, you know how many times? Listen, me and AD been doing this Shonen Jump thing for a long time. We've been talking about it for a long time. You know how many things that we thought like, oh, this is actually good, and it has ran straight into the ground. It was cut after what 15 chapters. So
yeah.
I think we've had our heart broken so many times. They're like, all right, we're not going into this.
Not falling for the okie doke no more. You got to
Yeah,
prove
not falling for the
it.
okie doke no more. But no, I think Kagurabachi in all ways and forms. I mean, honestly, once again, you see a lot of the references. You see a lot of the inspiration from other mangas and movies and whatnot. It got um, it's really funny to think that a lot of mangaka, I think, consume a lot of the same Western uh media. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of mangaka are just like all fans of Quentin Tarantino for some reason.
Hmm.
Um, but no, like you can absolutely see how though he's been able to take those influence and really create a story of his own and really create something that once this anime actually gets officially released, it's taking over the world.
Yeah. The fact that we got that insane Batman cover that is
Oh
reminiscent
man,
of the
what?
volume 1 Kagurabachi. Listen, bro, like, that's how you know you got motion.
Super motion. Absolutely super motion. So to end off this summer, we gotta give Kagurabachi the official big eye stamp of approval.
Mhm.
Um, one of the best right now. Such a great story. Um, the way they're able to just keep things flowing, keep things interesting. Like I said, give so many characters different storylines, growth points. Uh, and not do it in a way that kind of undermines a character. Uh, it's it's amazing. This is just good writing. Like I said, once this anime gets greenlit, I think that the popularity is gonna even go more through the roof.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking and rolling with us for another episode and the final episode of this year of Summer at Kame's House. The Big Eyes. We will be back next summer for sure. And hopefully we'll probably listen. Hopefully we got some more Kagurabachi for you.
Yeah.
Um, but next time we talk, but you know where to find us. The Lookout RNC. Make sure you subscribe. Wherever you listen to podcasts, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, the TikTok, the everything. Follow us. Yeah. Once again, thank y'all for another great and amazing summer. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. Uh, yeah. Peace.